The Dimplex Revillusion is the most popular traditional fireplace on the market because of its realistic fire and flexible options. It comes in 5 different sizes with a choice of 2 liners, 3 log sets, 2 surrounds, 3 wiring options, plus you can get traditional doors or a fixed glass front. I've done 2 very different installations of this fireplace. One is a fireplace insert in a masonry hearth, and the second as a permanent installation with built-in cabinets and a granite mantle. Look for links to those videos and more information about these products in the video description. Coincidentally, the first time I used the Dimplex Revillusion as a fireplace insert, the product was sponsored, so I got it for free. But I paid over $2,000 for the second fireplace with the options. Was it worth it? Let me go through all the features, and you can give me your opinion at the end. The Revillusion comes in 5 sizes that relate to the width of the firebox. The 24 and 30-inch models are perfect for smaller rooms or as fireplace inserts. I used a 30-inch model in my daughter's house because I was limited by her 35 by 29-inch masonry firebox. To use the Revillusion as an insert, you'll need a trim kit to completely cover the old fireplace opening. How you run power is up to you, but we just used a white extension cord, so it was least visible against a whitewashed brick. The 36 and 42-inch models are great to become the focal point in larger rooms. They also make a 36-inch portrait model that is 4 inches taller than the standard 36. That's what I used in my great room project because my built-ins were 40 inches tall, so I had plenty of height. All models work the same way and all come with the same remote control. The button on the top turns everything on and off. The Color Themes button turns on the flame source, either red and orange to look like a wood fire, or blue to simulate a gas log. We usually keep it off. The Brightness button can be used to set the brightness high or low, but it's very hard to tell the difference during the day. We usually leave it bright all the time. It also has an automatic light sensor to dim it for you automatically at night, but we usually don't use it. The 360-degree button cycles the down lighting. 0 is off, 1 is white, 2 is orange, 3 is red, and back to off. Real fireplaces don't have downlighting, so I think it reduces the illusion, especially with the standard logs. I'll touch on this again later after installing the Birch log set. When downlighting is active, the brightness can be set to high, low, flickering high, or flickering low. I like flickering low, but I usually leave the downlighting off for the most realistic fire. If you misplace the remote, all of the settings are available on a touch panel with the same language-independent icons. The internal ceramic heater has a built-in thermostat and can heat your room even if the flame is off. It's a constant speed fan that blows straight out from the unit and can be felt up to 12 feet away. It produces 4,400 BTUs at 120 volts, and nearly double that if you hardwire it with a 240 volt circuit. Speaking of wiring, the 24-inch model is 120 volts only and comes with a power cord pre-installed. All the others come ready to be hardwired at either 120 or 240 volts. Dimplex sells an optional 120 volt appliance cord for about $75, but I used a generic one for less than $10. Just make sure it's 14 gauge wire rated for 15 amps. All models have a choice of a herringbone brick liner or a weathered concrete liner. My daughter went with the more traditional herringbone brick, which looks better with her brick chimney. I chose the more contemporary weathered concrete because it looks better with our lava stone veneer. The standard log set looks like charred oak that's been burning for hours. It looks a little boring when the fire is off, but when you turn it on, they come to life with internal lights that make them glow independently. Keep in mind that the camera shutter records glowing LEDs as flickering, but that's not how they look to the human eye. If you don't like the charred look, you can swap them out for fresh cut logs like my daughter did, or birch logs like I did. The accessory log sets look nicer when the fireplace is off, but they don't have any interior lighting like the standard logs. Taking the unit apart to change the logs really helps to understand how this fireplace works. The front log is secured by 2 screws at the base of the grate. Then it slides forward to unlatch and remove it. The original log set has a bunch of wires that go to the lights in each log for the glowing effect. The ember bed just lifts out to reveal a strip of LEDs and 4 screws with clips holding the flame screen, where the flame appears between the logs. The accessory logs come with a red suction cup to make it easy to remove the screen without touching it. Fingerprints would spoil the illusion. The side panels and doors need to be removed before you can remove the flame screen. The rear log is held in place with 4 screws. Or you want me to spoil the magic for you? I'll show you what it looks like without the log installed. That's the inside. This fireplace, it's really just a wheel that has like these metal flames on them, and it's got high-powered LEDs there projecting focus light on those things, and that's it. That's it. Some LEDs here. These are the LEDs that could either be blue or red. I don't know, looks like a flame source. All right, looking up inside, there are 2 sets of lights. This set here is in the front, near the doors. There's another set in the back here. So these lights, in my opinion, shine too brightly on here, and this is a bit of a reflective surface. You can see my light over here reflecting in that. I think it loses realism by doing that. So what I did is I unplugged the cable from the side, and I'm going to see how I like that. The flame-shaped windows on the rear log cause the flames to realistically vanish as they rise. The flame screen has a bit of a mirror finish at the bottom that serves many purposes. First, it prevents you from seeing the guts under the rear log and spoiling the magic. Second, it obscures your view of the rear log just enough to appear like smoke rising with the flames. Third, it makes the flames appear brighter at the source, like a real fire would. And finally, it partially reflects the flames back on the liner, just like a real fire would. Here's how my fireplace looks with the birch log installed. You can see the log better with the doors open, but during the day when the room is bright, the flame screen provides an unnatural reflection that distracts from the illusion. Glass on the front prevents you from noticing the reflection behind the log, so we usually just leave the doors closed. Here you can see my fireplace with the original log and the birch log. This is with the downlighting off. Now look at the difference with the downlighting on. The rear LEDs throw too much light on the background, in my opinion. Since I unplugged that LED strip when I installed the birch log, I don't get that glare anymore, but I get a bit of a shadow now. Which do you think looks better? Using my Emporia View energy monitor, I can tell my fireplace is only using around 13 watts when the heat is off, and 1250 watts when the heat is on. The Dimplex Revillusion comes with a 2-year warranty, and as you can see, all the parts are easily replaceable without removing the unit. Dimplex even provides a repair manual directly on the product page of their website. Now don't get me wrong, the product isn't perfect, and there's room for improvement. The remote could be better. I sometimes need to press the power button multiple times, and it feels like I'm going to wear it out in no time. I also wish it would have memory to come back on if it was on a switched outlet or a smart plug. I also wish I could leave the downlight on even if the fire was off. Now I'd like your feedback. What do you think of the Dimplex Revillusion? Do you have a different kind of fireplace that you like better? Please leave me a comment, let me know. If you need shade on your deck or patio this summer, check out Toya Grid Pergola Kits. You source the lumber locally and can assemble this modular system in as little as 30 minutes. Check the video description for links to videos and more information about Toya Grid.